Good morning and welcome to the 214th commencement of Tarleton State University. This is a magnificent day as these graduates join the ranks of distinguished Tarleton alumni. To open the ceremony, the colors will be presented by the Texan Battalion Color Guard. The national anthem will be sung by sophomore music major Zach Zagrocki. He'll be accompanied by the Tarleton Wind Ensemble. Following the national anthem, the invocation will be given by Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Affairs. Gentlemen, I ask that you please remove your caps, and I ask all who are able to remain standing for the posting of the colors, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation.
Colors. Present. Arms.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Arms. Post. Center. Face. Forward. March. Left. 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 Call left. March. Left. 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 Left.
Please bow your heads. On this commencement day, while we have traveled different paths to reach this milestone, today we are of one mind and one heart in giving thanks for these students and for all they will accomplish. As we reflect on all that is past and all that is yet to come, we are mindful of the many people to whom we owe thanks. Families that encourage education, teachers and mentors who shared their knowledge and experience, friends who provided support and help make a lifetime of memories. We ask that these graduates reflect on the core values of this university as they use their knowledge and abilities to act with integrity, standing up for what is right, to serve and lead others with compassion, to foster a culture of civility, kindness, and inclusion, to respect and shape traditions of our time, to set a standard of excellence, and strive always to reach it. May the gratitude we feel today inspire each of us to bring even greater joy into our lives and the lives of others. Amen.
Please be seated. Graduates, this is a glorious day as we celebrate your achievements. You have dreamed, you've planned, you worked to get to this day, as have your family and your friends. Your paths to the degree have been different. Some of you have transferred from other universities. Some of you are completing a journey that was interrupted years earlier. Many of you have been here for the past 4 years. And when I welcomed you 4 years ago in August of 2014, I told you there were 120 weeks of classes between that day and today. It sounded like a long time for many of you. But consider what has happened over just the last 4 years. American Idol ended, and then, unfortunately, returned. While you were studying, there were 37 new episodes of Game of Thrones, 10 new Marvel superhero movies, and 7 Survivor champions. We learned to read emoji, play HQ, listen to Beats headphones, and talk to Alexa. On the campus, you stood in the blazing light of the homecoming bonfire and in the candlelight of silver taps. On Roundup and Service Day, you braided and quilted, raked and weeded, scrubbed and painted. You've been introduced to General Earl Rudder, Tarleton alumnus, war hero, and chancellor of the Texas A&M University system. There's always a whoop. His statue is a place of remembrance, strength, and good luck. Many of you have taken a selfie with John Tarleton, our generous founder. I encourage you, if you have not done so, take another one today in your cap and gown and give him a nod of thanks for his grand vision 119 years ago that is today your beloved alma mater. You've been here in a time of growth and change, new majors, new facilities, a new campus going up in Fort Worth, and a new engineering building being built today. When you began your Tarleton journey, Coldplay ruled the world. I've got news for you. Now it's your turn. You leave with the communication and critical thinking skills needed for success. You take with you special memories, great friends, and the core values of this university: tradition, integrity, civility, leadership, excellence, and service. I have seen those values in action on all of our campuses. The members of the spring 2018 graduating class have given their time to serve others, their talents to lead, and their passion to support campus traditions. Erica Johnston achieved excellence in academics and athletics. She led the Tarleton women's tennis team to the 2017 NCAA playoffs and was an all-conference singles player. But wait, there's more. She was named an Intercollegiate Tennis Association Scholar Athlete, putting her among the very top tennis scholar athletes in the nation. And she did all of this while completing her degree in nursing with honors. So congratulations, Erica. Violet Newell has been president of the Student Social Work Association and is also graduating with honors. Violet was a staff writer for the Texan News Service, and her twin sister is graduating at a ceremony this afternoon. So for her family, commencement is clearly a double feature. At age 11, Emmy Mutamaki lost her mother and sister in 2004 at a refugee camp massacre in Burundi, Africa. She came to Abilene in 2007 as a refugee. Emmy deeply values the opportunity to pursue her education, something not possible in her African home. She chose a social work major to honor her mother, who instilled in her the values of service and helping others. Emmy, I'm sure your mother is very proud of you today, as are all of we. Congratulations to you. I celebrate each member of this class. I applaud your persistence, and I admire your achievements. As educated men and women, as Tarleton graduates, much is expected of you. Make a difference in the lives of others. Improve the quality of life in your careers and in your community. You know, it is fitting that at commencement, the president offers a final few pieces of advice, and I do have just a few. Laugh a little every day. Resolve to be bold and brave. Stand for something. And as Tim McGraw said, be humble and kind. Finally, continue to wear purple and always be proud to be a Tarleton Texan, for we are very, very proud of you. We're also very proud to have with us many friends and family members who have come to celebrate their graduates. And this day clearly belongs to the graduates, but it also belongs to all of you, family and friends. So students, in a moment, I'm going to ask them to stand, and I want you to give them an enormous round of applause and thank you for what they have done. So will all the families and friends that have someone in this class, will you please stand and allow our graduates to say thank you? Come on, graduates. Now, let's try this again. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, the first of our 7 commencement ceremonies, but I know you're more grateful than that. Would you say thank you in a more meaningful way? There you go. Thank you. Now, we're going to have to work on this. At this time, I would like to recognize members of the platform group. Would you please stand when introduced, and will you please hold your applause until all are standing? Dr. Karen Murray, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Javier Garza, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Dr. Rick Richardson, Vice President for Finance and Administration. Dr. Laura Boren, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ms. Janice Horak, Assistant Vice President for Development. Dr. David Weisenberger, Interim Dean, College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Dr. Steve Dameron, Dean, College of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences. Dr. Steve Steed, Dean, College of Business Administration. Dr. Jordan Barkley, Dean, College of Education. Dr. Kelly Styron, Dean, College of Liberal and Fine Arts. Dr. Art Lowe, Associate Dean, College of Science and Technology. Dr. Barry Lambert, Dean, College of Graduate Studies. Dr. Keith Emmerich, Faculty Senate President. Ms. Amanda Arambetti, Staff Council Representative, and Ms. Donna Strohmeyer, Chair of the Commencement Committee. Please join me in recognizing these outstanding Tarleton leaders. As was explained before the processional, some graduates are wearing colorful cords that represent high achievement and academic honors. Some graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords representing achievement and honor of a different sort. They are veterans who we recognize today for their service to our nation. It is their sacrifice and that of their families that allows us to freely pursue life, liberty, happiness, and our education. I would like to ask all veterans and active or reserve duty personnel in the class or in the audience if you would please stand and allow us to thank you for your service. Please stand. Now will Captain Matthew Stape please come forward along with Cadet Joshua Fantuzzi, who will be receiving his commission today. Over the years, the sons and daughters of Tarleton have brought honor to this university through exemplary service to our nation, ensuring our freedom and the opportunity for all to pursue education. Tarleton has a long and proud association with the ROTC program. During our commencement ceremonies this weekend, 8 graduates will be commissioned as officers in the United States Army. The oath of office will be administered by Captain Stape to Cadet Fantuzzi, a nursing major from Austin, Texas.
Stand in a position of attention, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Joshua Fantuzzi,
Having been appointed an officer
have been appointed an officer
in the Army of the United States
in the Army of the United States
in the grade of second lieutenant,
in the grade of second lieutenant,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
and
that I will bear true faith
I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
and
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
upon the office of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Captain Stapey, and congratulations to the newest second lieutenant in the United States Army, Joshua Fantuzzi. We thank you for your dedication and service to our country. Graduates, this is your day. It is you we are here to celebrate, and for this reason, a member of the graduating class has been invited to address the commencement audience. Today's speaker is Amy Nix, receiving a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. Amy's path to this degree has been an interesting one. She earned a bachelor's degree in animal science at Texas A&M University 22 years ago, intending to work in international agriculture. A year later, she married Dalton Nix, and together they have 2 children. Amy raised a family and taught Spanish in public schools in Kingfisher, Oklahoma. In 2003, she joined First National Bank of Granbury as a receptionist. When she left the bank in 2015, she was vice president with daily duties as lending officer and branch manager. Amy does use her animal science degree as an occasional unpaid hired hand at Nix Farms, tending to cattle with Dalton. Today, she fulfills a lifelong desire to become a nurse. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Amy Nix.
I would like to begin by thanking President DeTavio, Provost Murray, our distinguished stage guests, and the entire faculty of the College of Health Sciences and Human Services. You have made Tarleton State University possible for us, and for that, we say thanks. To our family and friends who have supported us through this endeavor, it is not possible to thank you enough. And to my fellow graduates, the class of 2018, we can thank each other for the days that have been the Tarleton chapter of our lives. We've made it, y'all. Today is our day. Some of us will be leaving Tarleton with a degree and the job we had dreamed of. Some of us may be pondering the question, where will I go from here? I can tell you, when I walked across the stage for a bachelor's degree in 1996 at the age of 22, I was terrified because I had no answer to that question. They said, go get a degree, you'll get a job. But there was no job waiting for me. The degree I had earned didn't quite have the magic I had anticipated, but as life moved on, having that degree opened doors and led me down some interesting paths. And 22 years later, I stand before you, about to walk across this stage for another bachelor's degree. But this time, I have a better answer to the question of where will I go from here. Whether you have a job or not, the answer is where you go from here will be determined by those within arm's reach. Be civil to them. It will make the difference. As you begin this new journey, you will have 2 families, your personal family and your work family. Your personal family can be defined in many ways, but whoever those individuals may be, that core of people needs to be central to your life. They need to know your ambition, but above all, they need to know that they are your core. Be civil when you are exhausted and have no kindness left to share, because their arms will be the first to reach out to you. And many hours of many days will be spent with your work family. You need to get to know them, get to know their story, and share your own story. Find common ground in the unique differences. Encourage them, celebrate them. The favor will be returned. I am here today because I chose to get to know the kid I worked with on the teller line during the evening shifts in the fall of 2004. He was 18, and a full-time college student when he hired on with our bank. I remember him asking me how the company 401k worked, and I gave him my best explanation. 12 short years later, that kid had become the chief financial officer of our bank, and he was also my boss. And because I had taken the time to be civil and encourage him over the years, he reached out without hesitation to help me move towards my new goal of attending nursing school, and he gladly wrote my letter of recommendation. You will have many more questions in the life ahead of you, but I can tell you with certainty, whether it is your core family wrapping their arms around you or a coworker extending their hand, it will be the people within arm's reach that will guide you to your answers. Be civil to them, because it will make the difference. My fellow graduates, the class of 2018, we have made it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Amy, for your remarks. You have represented your graduating class very well. At the heart of a Tarleton education is our distinguished faculty. Their scholarly work creates new knowledge that improves the lives of all of us. As teachers and scholars, they define Tarleton's excellence. The faculty have been partners with these graduates as teachers and mentors, challenging you and supporting you as you have worked toward this day. In addition, our staff has greatly influenced your path. From the Texan tour leaders who gave you your first look at campus, to the team that has organized these 7 graduation ceremonies, hundreds of Tarleton staff members have made Tarleton your home away from home and helped you reach this day. Like your family and friends, our faculty and staff take great pride in your graduation. Will the representatives of the faculty and staff please stand so that we may recognize and thank you. And now we're to the most important part of the ceremony, the presentation of your degrees. I'd like to welcome to the podium Dean Weisenberger to present and recommend the candidates for the associate's and baccalaureate degrees.
Will the candidates for associate and baccalaureate degrees in medical laboratory sciences, public health, nursing, and social work from the College of Health Sciences and Human Services please stand? Nobel Peace Prize winner Albert Schweitzer once said, "I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know. The only ones among you who will be really truly happy are those who have sought and found how to serve." Provost Murray, the candidates standing before you have chosen careers that provide for the health and well-being of others. They wisely understand that their happiness is defined by what is etched in the lives and souls of those they have touched, not by having and getting, but by giving and serving. The faculty of the College of Health Sciences and Human Services and I are pleased to certify that these candidates have met all college and university requirements for their respective degrees. They have demonstrated that they have the knowledge, values, and skills to become successful professionals in their chosen fields. We are confident that they are prepared to bring honor to themselves, their families, and their alma mater with commitment and character.
President DeTavio, these students are candidates for the associate and baccalaureate degrees as prescribed by the faculty of Tarleton State University and the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system. As Chief Academic Officer, I present them to you with both personal pleasure and Tarleton pride.
Graduates, by the authority vested in me as president of Tarleton State University, I confer the associate's and bachelor's degrees upon all of you who have successfully met all requirements associated with those degrees. You now hold all honors, rights, and privileges belonging thereto. I charge you, as educated men and women of the world, to use your education in the service of others. Congratulations, graduates. Now, please be seated, and would the student marshals please bring the graduates forward to receive their diplomas.
The following candidates are from the College of Health Sciences and Human Services, Associate of Applied Science, Adam Needham. Farah Amalatitada. Lourdes Schlapkohl. Sunita Timilsina. Elza Wilbeck. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Technology: Jacob Lee Bierman, Brianna Renee Matheson, Ashley Elizabeth Yeager, the following are candidates for the Bachelor of Science: Ryan Diane Hillstrom, Honors Degree Program graduate, Encachiata Chanel Wankwo, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Roberts. Alexandra Bernice Wilson. Kyle Anthony Hall. The following are candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Honors Degree Program graduate, Chelsea Adeselu, cum laude. Honors Degree Program graduate, Brianna Lee Aguirre, magna cum laude. Aaron Paul Allen. Heather Leanne Allgood, cum laude. Daisy T. Alvarez. Jacqueline Colleen Jimenez. Ariel Nicole Barletta, cum laude. Madison Alexis Bertzik. Erin Paige Boyette. Mariah Ellen Bramlett. Alexa Shea Brohard, magna cum laude. Macy Jane Bryant. Carolyn Joy Bryans. Beverly Callahan. Ashley Lynn Conaday. Gerardo Cardenas. Tanya Michelle Carter. Mary Mackenzie Carroll. Taylor D. Carter. Pauline Victoria Cervantes. Anita Scherfus, cum laude. Coy Glenn Leach. Honors degree program graduate, Sarah Brianne Comer, cum laude. Diana Conchas. Amberly K. Cook, magna cum laude. Honors degree program graduate, Ashley Reagan Cook. Benjamin John D'Amico, magna cum laude. Lori Grace Elizabeth Davis. Marche Renee Davis. Lauren Celeste Dawson. Roberto John Denny. Afton Monique Denson. Haley Ann Dow. Megan Ashley Duderstadt, cum laude. Grayson Gage Eckert. Brittany A. Fajardo. Joshua Enrique Fantuza. Erica Miklat Fernandez. Spencer Darren Farrell, cum laude. Jasmine Annabelle Fierro. Taryn Ashley Fortenberry. Ashley Meredith Fowler. Addison Taylor Fratt. Melissa Veronica Garcia. Honors degree program graduate, Caitlin Nicole Gardner. Alexandra Jules Goodwin. Honors degree program graduate, Samantha Michelle Green. Cheyenne Hagland. Caitlin Nicole Hathaway. Michaela Beth Henderson. Joanna Hernandez. Ruby Alejandra Hernandez. Kelsey Paige Horton. Nicole Ann Hoxie. Honors degree program graduate, Erica Kristen Johnston, cum laude. Brooke Elizabeth Jones. Kayla Ray Keith. Kevin Keltner. Irene Wanjiru Kenya, summa cum laude. Margaret Mary Glenn Knight. Jessica Lynn Crystal. McKenna Kate LaCroix. Caitlin Gail Lee, cum laude. Tiffany Nicole Lofton. Honors degree program graduate, Josie Ann Nawai Nam Madi. Hadassah Lamora Matthews, cum laude. Gratian Bomay, magna cum laude.
Allison Hannah McLeod, cum laude. Cheyenne Nicole McClure. Patricia Abigail McCown. Alexis Kayanne McHugh. Maeve Roth McFall. George McKenna Moenga. Macy Renee Morgan. Colin Andrew Morrissey. Deanna Elizabeth Munoz. Emily Marie Nicholson. Amy Henderson Nix, cum laude. Honors degree program graduate, Anne Chimaka Opara. Honors degree program graduate, Sekiratu Abiola Orikoya. Reagan Lynn Parks. Krishna Perez. Maria Pilar Perez. Sonia Michelle Perez, cum laude. Sarah Paige Poss. Rachel Janine Price. Melissa Ramirez, cum laude. Presidential Honors Program graduate, Caitlin Brianne Renz, magna cum laude. George Washington Reynolds III. Taylor Brooke Rich. Kimberly Yvonne Reinflesch. Deborah Priscilla Rocha, cum laude. Carrie Marie Rosenberg. Roy Robert Russell IV. Lauren Bailey Sampley, cum laude. Lauren Page Sharp. Cherry Sipe. Honors degree program graduate, Tiffany DeLynn Smithson, cum laude. Robin Renee Spradling. Melanie Catherine Stouter. Corey Lynn Renee Teller. Brooke Danae Vaughn. Kendall Gwyneth Botter. Kelsey K. Waldrop. Emma Marie Whittle. Honors degree program graduate, Kaylin Elizabeth Winter. The following candidates for the Bachelor of Social Work. Honors degree program graduate, Christina Renee Allender. Tina A. Bird Gomez. Honors degree program graduate, Lacey Ann Boston. Rachel Lee Bowers. Nadu Tassima Tedese. Molly Nicole Bowles. Aubrey Grace Bowling. Honors degree program graduate, Margaret Ann Bowman. Callie J. Boyd. D'Angela Nicole Bynum, cum laude. Colleen Lynn Crawford Williams, magna cum laude. Abigail Ray Curry. Gabriella Katarina Walker. Honors degree program graduate, Danielle Shantae Davis. Ashley Nicole Dush. Erica Ray Engel. Heather Michelle Fillmore, cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Flowers. Michelle E. Flowers. Bianca Anais Garcia. Lindsay Reagan Gillespie. Carla Maria Gonzalez Vasquez. Ashley R. Hall. Stephanie Nicole Hall, cum laude. Arlitra Jackson. Patricia Dawn Kraus. Etzel Vanessa Lara. Stephanie Elizabeth LeBlanc, cum laude. Deanna Isabel Lorenzo. Kimberly Hope McCullough. Shelby Ann Morgan, cum laude. Emerence Mutimuke. Honors degree program graduate, Violet Ashlyn Newell. Andrea Perez. Tiffany LaWan Riley. Shanna Marie Robbins Donnell. Felicia LaRonda Robinson. Joaquin Luis Romero. Tina Marie Rules. Paula Jasmine Salazar. Robert Sanchez. Samantha Hope Sexton. Mary Johanna Smith. Ashley Renee Stewart. Shallon Dawn Stickney, cum laude. Honors degree program graduate, Tammy Christine Thompson, cum laude. Madison Rochelle Van Winkle. Lonetta Nicole Wilson.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please congratulate your graduates one more time? Now, what? Now, would all of you who just received your degrees please rise? There are two important traditions at our commencement ceremonies. At the university's official ring ceremony, we ask that you wear your Tarleton ring with a T facing in until you graduate. And so now, for those of you who wear a class ring, you may turn your rings so that the T is facing out, so that all the world will know that you are indeed a Tarleton graduate. Congratulations to you. And then finally, the tassels on the caps of undergraduates are worn on the right side until they receive their degree. One of the time-honored traditions at commencement ceremonies involves the symbolic movement of your tassel from the right to the left side. Graduates, you may move your tassels now. Congratulations, alumni. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in thanking Dr. Westbrook and the members of the Tarleton Wind Ensemble for adding so much to today's occasion. Thank you. Well, it's been my great honor to present you with your diplomas, and now I look forward to getting to know you as active and engaged graduates. I encourage you to come back and to give back to your alma mater. Your achievements will enhance the standing of this university and the value of your diploma. You have my very best personal wishes as you begin your life's journey, and please remember that the Tarleton gates are always open to you. To close today's ceremony, I ask Zach Zagraki to come forward to lead the singing of the color song, the university's alma mater. I encourage you, our graduates, and the audience to please sing along. But if you would, please remain at your seats while the platform group and the students lead the recessional. Gentlemen, if you would, again, please remove your caps. And I ask all who are able to please rise for the singing of the color song and the recessional.
Success will crown the fight. All hail the proud defenders of the purple and the white.
Thank you.